Energy authorities are working double time to restore power to affected areas at the soonest possible time. Energy Secretary Jericho Petilla assured that they are working swiftly to restore the power lines. More from Freddie Abando.
It's a race against time to restore power in areas hit by Typhoon Glenda.
It's always a challenge, okay, and we have to do full assessment, okay, before we can actually say, hey, you're going to have power.
4 hours.
24/7, people are working. You have to bear in mind that, please bear in mind that the business of electricity only works when somebody's consuming. If nobody's consuming, everybody's worried, okay. So, but that's only one. Of course, the second thing is that's actually their obligation, our obligation, to make sure you get your power back right away.
Tough for you.
It's always tough.
In the aftermath of the storm, 13.5 million people had no electricity. The National Electrification Administration reported 9 million people in the Bicol region, southern Tagalog, provinces in central Luzon covered by the franchise of Meralco, and portions of the Visayas lost power. Substations, transmission lines, and electric posts were knocked down by the onslaught of Glenda's fury. Power restoration has been double time for the electric cooperatives in these areas.
There are 16 electric cooperatives affected by Glenda, so we're doing the restoration. The electric cooperatives are the ones doing the restoration, but yung mga co-ops natin sa Manila North, that would be Zambales, Balitaan, they already have power. No? So tatapusin na lang nila yung mga naiwan pang bayan by today, and that is tomorrow. Now in the case of the south natin, the NGCP lines are down still, so the cooperatives are doing their distribution system now. May assessment, we're getting the reports on how many have been affected, but marami ng bayan na ready na to receive power.
Meralco has also intensified operations to restore power in its franchise areas. Based on the latest update this afternoon, 170,146 electric consumers of Quezon Province, or 99.98%, are without power. The outage for Batangas is 93.97%. Of the 2.5 million consumers of Metro Manila, 431,800 or 16.90% are without power. Meralco has the franchise for 7 provinces plus Metro Manila with 5.3 million consumers. Their latest system summary revealed the number of transmission lines and circuits that are still out of operation.
Metro Manila area, by tomorrow, it should be almost 100%. I say almost 100 because there's always that one area na medyo may challenge. 96% ng Meralco franchise by 10 p.m. tomorrow. That's our estimate. These are all estimates until we get all the reports.
Based on field surveys and assessments, hundreds of poles have been affected. There were also issues on some isolated areas still without power. We're continuously conducting round-the-clock operations in mapping up operations, so that's an ongoing effort.
Energy Secretary Jericho Petilla stressed that it will take some time to fully restore power in several areas, and it will all depend on how fast the National Grid Corporation, with the support of Meralco and the electric cooperatives, will restore transmission lines, sub-power stations, and electric posts knocked down by Typhoon Glenda.
Transmission lines takes a lot of time to put back. Okay, the main highway, the 69 kV, parang ganito. The main backbone, difficult to back, but easier than the 69 kV lines na mas maliliit. Even more difficult is household. Yun ang challenge. So, these are all the challenges ng bagyo. But it's not as bad as Yolanda, so we expect it to be way, way faster than Yolanda.
So, for the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.